My name is Jane Curtis, and I'm CEO of Southern Health Santé Sud. I trained as a dietitian, and I am still a registered dietitian, and I work obviously for Southern Health Santé Sud, and I've been with the organization since 1998. Yeah, I've worked in lots of different areas of health. I've worked in children's health and acute care, long-term care, community services, planning, decision support, so lots of different interesting experiences. I was always very interested in science and medicine, and I found nutrition science extremely interesting. So that's kind of what led me into healthcare to begin with. And then as soon as I started working in healthcare, I started to be interested in how the system is managed as a whole and how the pieces all fit together. And so I really got, that led me into management and administration, and I've been there ever since. And it's a special field because we see people who are going through their most challenging times in their lives. We also see people who are having, babies, which is an amazing time of their life. And it's, I can't think of another industry where you get to touch people in that way. And so for me, it's really important. And many people that I work with, I find that's led them to this field of work as well. It's just because it's really important work, and you go home at the end of the day, feeling like you're making a difference. Well, so many. I like to learn from a wide variety of people and very different styles of leadership. My first boss was Sherry Jansen, who's the CEO of Salem Home, and she really impacted me in the way that she approached leadership and almost had a business approach to healthcare. And since then, there's been so many women. Kathy McPhail, who is the CEO of Southern Health before I stepped into the role. But honestly, it could be people that maybe don't even know they influenced me. People that I've maybe don't know personally, but I've watched their leadership styles. I've seen physicians who have inspired me. So I take it from a lot of different people, and some I work really closely with, and other people I've just seen on even on TV. So yeah, I try to keep my mind open, and I always find it interesting, different leaders' approaches and how there's not just one style of leadership. It really there's really lots of different styles, and there's really no right or wrong. That's an interesting question, and I've thought a lot about it. I think we've come a long way, and I think in our industry especially, there's lots of women working in healthcare, and I think that that's provided opportunity for women to step into leadership positions. I think that what I would probably like to see is more and more women into leadership positions in our industry, because I think that sometimes you have to see women in leadership positions to think, hey, you know what, I think that's something I could do. So I think modeling is really important, and it shows people that there's lots of opportunity for women, especially in our industry. And I think the more women that step into the leadership positions and step into very visible leadership positions. That it will pave the way for more. I like to tap people on the shoulder a little bit and say, I've noticed your leadership style. I've noticed you're not in a leadership position, but you're a leader, and ask them and say, have you thought about leadership? I think you've got some really good skills, and I think you'd be really good. So I think we need to do that too, is to have that conversation with other women to say, have you thought about this? And a lot of times they don't. I mean, I know for myself, I had a lot of conversations before I applied for this position, and I think I needed other people to talk to me about it, because it wasn't necessarily something that I immediately thought was for me. And so I had to have those conversations, and over time too, So I think paving the way is really important.